Hi, and welcome to the full-time travel vlog of Dave, Lori, Luna, and at least for now, Dr. Zaius. This week we're headed into Northeast Utah, and we've got a couple of really big decisions to make, so we hope you'll stick around and help us decide what to do. Okay, so a friend of ours told us, and he's given us some good advice regarding the YouTube channel and everything.
Mediocre advice.
No, it's been very helpful. But anyways, Dr. Zaius annoys him, okay? He doesn't understand why Dr. Zaius. And I think we, maybe in one of our first couple of videos, we explained about Dr. Zaius. We're going to explain one more time. You can see from the color of our interior that when we first saw this unit, David said it looks like the color of Dr. Zaius.
Yeah, that's it. That's as simple as it is.
Yeah, so we named the rig Dr. Zaius. So then we got this silly little Dr. Zaius doll, and he's our Flat Stanley. But if Dr. Zaius annoys you, we'd like to know. So please leave in the comments if Dr. Zaius is annoying. He can go. Let us know in the comments. What do you think? Do you want Dr. Zaius to hang around or not? By the way, in this video, stick around till the end because Dr. Zaius does figure into it. Sorry if you don't like Dr. Zaius, but yay if you do. Anyways, Luna, she's not going anywhere. That's the cat, and she's staying for the duration. So it's it's negotiable about Dr. Zaius. If you don't have a YouTube account to make a comment online, and you know us, text us. Let us know. Dr. Zaius in or out. Thanks.
We're taking a day trip today. We left the camper back at the fairgrounds. We're on the bottom side of Wyoming. And not what we expected. This is like barren, deserty. It's still neat, but we're taking a day drive down to the Flaming Gorge today. It's like a 91-mile loop if we do the whole thing. Should be interesting.
So we stopped here for lunch, and we're kind of at the bottom, the south end of the Flaming Gorge. And they have a really nice little picnic area. And we intended to stay a little bit longer, but it's skies are getting angry and there's a little bit of thunder, lightning. So we're gonna head on back to the truck. We decided to stay a few days down in northeastern Utah at a state park. To get there, we drove down through the Flaming Gorge and over this dam. It's a pretty amazing drive. We chose to stay at this park because it was near Vernal, Utah, which is right next to Dinosaur National Monument, and that's where we're headed next. So the National Monument has reopened, and because of COVID, you have to get a ticket in advance online. It's just $1 for the ticket to come up to the quarry site here.
Please remain seated until the shuttle comes to a complete stop. You can start your visit to the quarry exhibit hall by walking up the ramp and entering the second floor doors.
So in 1909, Earl Douglas discovered dinosaur bones here at what is now Dinosaur National Monument, which is on the border of Utah and Colorado. It's actually in both states. This is the wall of bones where the experts believe there was an ancient river at one point, and then later on there was a drought. So when the rains returned, there was a massive flood, and a lot of the dinosaurs got swept up in that flood, and this became their final resting place. There's a part of the wall where they will actually allow people to go up and touch these dinosaur bones. I can't believe they let us do it. Hike the fossil discovery trail here. Apparently 163 million years ago this was once an ocean environment, so we're gonna look for evidence of that.
Is it Asian?
Ocean.
Oh, not Asian.
No, just ocean. These are the little clams. So on the hike, this is definitely a bone. You guys who know your dinosaurs, tell me what kind it is. I don't know, but you can see it's probably a femur bone. giant chicken thigh bone.
All right, get y'all to look behind me. That's where, had to have been, where Captain Kirk fought the lizard guy and like the cool Star Treks of the 70s. Look at all that. I remember it just like that. Not the ancient sewer? No. It probably connects to the prison toilets on top of the hill.
There's no prison up there. So we
Is
went through the Flaming Gorge, and that was the Uinta Mountains, the red rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And the Uinta Mountains are different than all the other mountains because they're the only ones that go from east to west instead of north to south in this continent. And they're the oldest fossils in Utah, the Uinta Mountains. Not only is Dr. Zaius an anthropologist, but we didn't realize he's an archaeologist as well. Kind of holes in
Ancient groundhogs.
petrified groundhogs.
Yeah, petrified groundhogs.
All right. I'm buying it. COVID tram.
Yep.
We walked the trail back down.
Yes.
So,
The little tape. Keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times. Those who arrive survive.
these are petroglyphs. I hope they show up on camera. That are made by the Fremont indigenous people, and they lived in this area between 550 and 1200 AD. And the sign said that they don't know why they left or disappeared from this area. Maybe flood or maybe some other peoples arrived and they just decided to leave.
It was great staying at the state park, but it was really getting hot, so we decided to leave there and go to Strawberry Reservoir, which is a much higher elevation, camping on some BLM land with some cows. So we're still in the Uinta Mountains in northern Utah, and we're camping at some BLM land. So we walked up this mountainside. There are multiple sites on this forestry road, and there are these orange posts that stick up with orange diamonds on them, and I think that's for, do you think it's for snowmobiles in the winter, right? Because on the main road on Route 40 we saw a big lodge and snowmobile rental. So this area is nice for winter and summer, and we're staying here because it's super hot. Like down in Salt Lake this week it's supposed to be 109, 110 degrees, but we're at elevation, we're like almost 8,000 feet, so it's much more comfortable. There were some great campsites further up the mountain on these forestry roads, but too much for us.
I would not bring our rig up here. If we had something that was more like an overlander kind of rig, this would be perfect. It's really secluded up here.
That could be a hint for season 2.
Or not.
Tune in next time for a reading from the Book of David.
She went for a walk without me. She just up and left. She hiked this morning, got back and walked to the river. Now she's walking again. I had to put my foot down. She's killing David.